Hi guys, welcome to this week's live class. I'm actually in our studio. Take a look here. They just redid our floors and they look so good. Right now everything, like the desk, is out in the hallway. But look at how beautiful that floor looks. It's so pretty. It's so shiny. So I'm excited to be back in the studio. The reason I did it at my house last week is because they were redoing this floor. But then we had a leak in my house and it, like the back side of my bathroom leaked into my roommate's room, and there was like wet carpet and mold and ruined drywall and everything else. And so right now my roommate has moved almost all her stuff out into the living room and that's where I filmed last week's, and so that's not going to work very well when her bed and everything is out there on the ground right now. So I'm back in the studio, but it's awesome because now I have a bar and I always prefer doing it with a bar. So this is going to be kind of a review from last week, going over some technique together, adding on to the combo that I started last week just a little bit. If you weren't here last week, don't worry. I'll go over it again, and I still need to post last week's and this one on YouTube, and I haven't yet, and I apologize, but once again I blame the leak in my house because it just threw everything off. But anyway, what have you guys been up to? Make sure to comment, okay, so that I can see all of it. And anyone that knows how to get these comments to drop down should tell me too, because I can't get them to drop where they're supposed to. You guys know that we are better dance teachers than we are with technology, okay? Okay, so we're gonna get started with some bar work. Starting with our plies from last week, going over that combo real quick. Starting at the bar here, we're gonna do a demi into releve, demi, release, grand, and we're doing that first, second. Ooh, you know what we're going to do first actually? We're actually going to do a warm-up, but I'm going to finish telling you what this combo is. First, second, fourth, and fifth with a quarter bra on each one. But I forgot about a warm-up, and I want to do that first. So, did anyone tell me how to get the comments down? How do I get them to disappear, guys? So that I can actually see if my feet are in the video. Someone tell me, quick. Let's get started with our warm-up look. Up. Here we go. Starting in the head with exhalations. Did a full 180, crazy, thinking about the way shoulders. really good to do at any time. Just checking comments here. Okay, those are really good to do at any time when you need to get up off of your couch or the desk or whatever else. Since you guys are stuck at home doing your schoolwork from there, you better be doing your schoolwork. So warm-ups like that, even just the little isolations that I was doing at the beginning with head, shoulders, those are all really simple. You guys can all do them, but they're really good for helping you warm up those parts of your body that you might feel tight. I don't know about you guys, but I've been reading a lot off of my phone. I have like a Kindle app that I've been reading a lot, and my neck and my arms ache from me holding the phone like this while I read an exciting story. So make sure you do those warm-ups, use all those muscles and relax them out, because you'll feel much better once you do. So back to our plie combo. Demi, releve, demi, grand, port de bras. Remember on the forward port de bras that we're bending from the hips. Not here, hip joint here. Okay, so make sure you're bending all the way. If you can only get a flat back before you feel that pull in your hamstrings, that's fine. If you can go further, go further. But make sure that you are using a flat back and you're not reaching like this. That's not doing you any good, okay? Hopefully my music will work well for us today. Touch fingers. Demi. Demi. Grand. Vertebra forward at the waist. Back. Long neck. Transition. Long neck. Whew, almost forgot what I was doing. Full vertebra. Hips under. Transition to the other side. Make sure your transitions are still being danced through and not just moved through. That's what helps you with transitions in your combos. Front. Forward. Cover back. Long neck. Transition. myself. So as I'm doing my left side, what I'm seeing in myself as I watch the mirror is that I really need to make sure to square off my hips, because my right hip likes to drop back. My left side, I'm not as strong on. And some of us have legs that are a little bit different lengths. Mine is like that, so it makes my left side harder. So I notice my hip dropping back. Make sure you keep it square, especially in 4th and 5th position, so your turnout is equal between the 2 feet. One of the things that, if you guys, for those of you that have me, some of you have Mrs. Ellis, but one thing I'm always harping on is to make sure that you guys are self-correcting. This is really important right now because you guys are working from home. Notice those things about yourself, because I'm still doing it. I've been dancing for a long time. Notice those things about yourself. If you see something that you need to correct, then correct it yourself, because when you guys send us videos, that's great. It's going to give us a lot of information, but you'll get better so much faster if you're always self-correcting, especially during bar work. Don't be like, we do this a million times over, I know what I'm doing. No. Take it seriously every time and self-correct and go through and say, are my shoulders down? Are my hips in place? Am I turned out equally on both feet? And the more you do that, you get better so much faster when you self-correct like that. And then you can send us video and we can help as well. If you have a hard time knowing how to self-correct your bar work, then record yourself. Record yourself and then watch it, and it will tell you so much information about yourself and things that you're forgetting to do or things that you're doing well that you didn't know you were doing well. So I very much recommend that, okay? I'm gonna turn our air down a little bit more. You guys know it gets hot in here. Okay, our next exercise, this one's from last week as well. It is a releve warm-up facing the bar. So I'm facing the bar and I'm going to go down, over the top, straight, and reverse, and then reverse it. Okay? Something that you really need to watch for on this one is the booty. Checking the booty and making sure that it's not sticking out. Because what you're going to want to do is when you're in this 4-star position here and you come down, that one's pretty easy. But when you go the other direction and you come from here, you put your heels down, you're going to want to go whoop and stick your booty out as you straighten. So really make sure you keep your hips in alignment so that you can, I can't get these, how come I can't get the comments to like minimize? Someone help me. Okay, because they're like halfway up my screen, if that makes sense, and I want them down. Okay, anyway, here we go, on that warm up. Watch the booty. It's giving me trouble connecting to Wi-Fi. Here we go. placement is make sure that you're watching, that you're keeping your feet from sickling. So as you're coming up, making sure that weight is between the first and second toe, and that we're not rocking back onto the pinkies and sickling our ankles. It's really easy when you're leaning up against something like the bar to do that, because then you're just holding on to that. But it's creating bad habits. It's putting a lot of pressure on that side of your ankle. And sometime when we get back in school, I'll let you guys hear how much my ankles grind from dance. It's bad. So don't get bad ankles like me, okay? Make sure you're doing it correctly. Your knees have been shaking. Layla, I don't think that that's a bad thing. That means you're probably just working hard and building new muscle. If it's not causing pain, I wouldn't worry about it. All right, let's go on. I'm gonna do our tendu combo. It's gonna come into a rond de jambe. 1, 2, 3, close, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, repeat. 1, 2, 3, close, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Do it again. Then we're doing our rond de jambe on layer. Okay, I want you to remember things from last week that I talked about. Making sure that if you're holding it at a 45, nice and low, that you're really working on your turnout. If you're working for strength and you're at a 90, making sure that it doesn't dip as it goes to the back of your vest, but it stays nice and long and open towards the back. Okay? And then we'll reverse it. I'm using my old phone for music and it's working pretty well so far, but it keeps trying to decide whether or not it's connecting to the internet. Here we go. Something that I think that we need to start working on. I feel like you guys know how to do your rond de jambes really well. Adding in a head. Making sure that we're using our head for our rond de jambes. When we go devant in our rond de jambe, our neck should stretch out to the side. When it comes around and goes to derriere, our head switches. So my angle is more here. That doesn't mean I'm leaning. It's just my head is stretching this way. But it creates this nice diagonal line through my head and my leg. Okay, and same here with my head reaching here. Creates a nice diagonal line. Once again, that doesn't mean you're pitching with it, because that's different. But creating that head sliding back when you do those rond de jambes creates a really, really pretty picture. Okay? Let me just check. Okay. Here we go. fondue combo. Okay? So we did this one last week as well. This one is definitely a strength building combination, and it really helps with all those cones. So we are coming, it's a waltz. You're listening to music for your musicality. We're coming here and open, down and open, down and open, hold and hold. And then repeating back the other way. And then doing full height. And then repeating on the other side. Something that, especially if in your intro and you're still working on your fondues, older girls, you should already know this, but still a good reminder for everyone. It's really watching the turnout on our fondue. Because what I see in classes a lot, from a lot of you, is this closing off. If I open up that leg, I should have a nice diamond shape in all of my fondue demi-pliés there. So really make sure you're working out those legs. This isn't cutting it. That's not a fondue. And if I'm not turning out, there's no way my ankle can hit the correct position in coupe. So in front, in devant, I should be so turned out that just my pinky toe is touching and my heel is pushing forward. It's not collapsing here. Pushing forward, and I can feel that through the side of my ankle here that's really stretched and pulling, okay, that direction. And in derriere, I should be flagging my toes, they're coming out. I'm feeling here that I'm using those muscles to pull my toe open so that it flares out to the back. And just my heel is on the bottom of my calf on those fondues. If I'm parallel, there's no way that I can make that happen on either side. So make sure that you're really turned out, okay? All right. Cross your fingers, the music will work. It keeps changing its mind. Okay, here we go. All right. How are you guys doing? I think there's only a few of you hanging with me for the live class, but that's okay, because you guys will still get it online. just a reminder of what we worked on last week. I wonder if our clock is correct. I don't think it is. What else is new? That clock always has a mind of its own. Reminder of last week, what we talked about with contractions. So contractions is a contemporary technique. Talking mostly about contractions that involve our spine. So that means base of our neck, all the way down to our tailbone that connects under our bone. Okay? And the connection between those, if you take contemporary dance at college, it's called head-tail. Your head versus your tail. Not very hard to remember that one, right? But it's really great when we talk about contractions to remember to include your head and your tailbone. Sometimes we purposely do contractions with only one part of our back. Sometimes we want to do the whole thing. So when we do the whole thing, we want to make sure that we let our head contract in. Well, we know how to do that part, right? That's how we sit at our desk all day. At least that's how I do, okay? But we also want to make sure our tail contracts underneath this. Now that's the part that's kind of weird to us because you guys get yelled at 24/7 for your pelvis to be perpendicular to the floor. But on a full contemporary contraction, it actually has to tuck in, almost like you're leaning like this, but then you also include the upper body. So it's kind of weird. It should go from a straight line into a nice curve, both sides, okay? So, nice curve contraction and a release. The opposite being when we do these lovely drops that probably everyone enjoys, is when we arch here and we stick out our chest and we let our head go and we collapse forward. Only we also need to remember to let go of our tailbone and sit into it. That's like horrible form, right? We never let you do a plie like that. You get in so much trouble. But with these contractions, that's what we want. Because we want a full release down into our nice little squat here, okay? And then control, back up, both of them up and back. So that's our contraction back up, okay? So going through, I don't remember if I don't think I put this song on my other phone. But going through our warm-up that we did, okay, we'll just do it with counts. We started with drops and rolls back up, drops, rolls back up, 3, 4. And then we did star, contract, star, contract, star, contract, star, contract. And then we did our swims and our swims forward, okay? The whole time thinking about including that tailbone with all that we're doing, okay? Okay, 4 sets each, starting with a fall forward. 5, 6, 7, 8. Release the tailbone and roll up. Include the tailbone in. And release. And up. 2 more. And up. And release. And up. Stars, we go 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Swim. 1, 2, 3, 4. Contract. 1, 2, 3, 4. Open. 1, 2, 3, 4. Contract. Keep the tailbone tucked in. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Last set. Go. Reach. Reach. Arching my back. Now contracting through my stomach. And stop. Okay, those are going to feel really weird if you do them right. Because when you're doing all those contracting, especially that swim forward, you're tucked like this. You would never usually do that. It actually feels really good on my lower back. To warm that up. Okay? Alrighty. Here we go. With our combination, we have a combination that we started last week. Okay? Okay. variation that we did last week. We are going to start with our feet together. I think I had your head down. And we're going to do a small contraction with a step out. That small contraction is coming right here, okay? 1, 2, release, 3, 4. That 3, 4, we're not arching, we're just coming up straight on that one, okay? We're going 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, I just got a low battery warning. We're going to do a full release. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then 7, 8, rolling it back up. Using both ends of my spine to really hit those C positions, okay? From there, we're going grab, grab to face the side. Quick, quick, and then full contraction here towards the side. Make sure to not just sit like we normally do, but to do that full rotation under, okay? Full rotation under here. We stay low. We're gonna go bum, bum, grab, okay? Then we snake up 1, 2, 3, and reach to the side. Here I'm feeling that stretch through the side of my body, okay? From here, I'm staying low. I'm going 1, 2, and I'm staying low again, using that head-tail connection to do a body roll up, okay? One part of my body at a time. I think of my tailbone going forward, and then one vertebrae at a time, unwinding myself to standing, okay? Let's go over that again. We go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hit, hit, go quick, quick, collapse. Okay, that's a nice strong contraction there. It's not just, oh, I'm gonna slump my shoulders. Okay, make sure it's a nice strong contraction through there. We stay low, bum, bum, bum. We snake 1, 2, 3, and reach. Feel that stretch through your side. Okay, really, really stretch through the side there. And that's in head up on the clouds. Okay, which is why we're reaching for the sky, because I'm smart like that. Stepping here, bum, bum, rolling up. Okay, from there, we're doing 2 quick arms. They're going to come right here, almost like palm arms. Okay, you're not dabbing. If you have me at school, you know I don't allow that. Okay, quick, quick, and then contracting to the side. Okay, let's do that much of the music before I add on. Go ahead and get a drink if you need one, because I need one. Also, if you guys haven't checked it out yet, congrats to all our new chargerettes, because that list has been posted, and I'm really, really excited for you guys, girls. In the midst of the leak that was going on in my house, I logged in when I was staying at my friend's house and watched all your videos, and it was really fun and really exciting. I'm really excited for this team. I think you guys will be really strong as you work together and grow together. It's going to be exciting here. Okay, so it's called Dancing with Your Ghost. It's a little bit of a joke because we're all dancing by ourselves. Okay. It's by Sasha Slow. okay? So really watch for the tailbone being involved like it's supposed to be. Not leaving it sticking out unless you're supposed to. One more thing, oh yes, one more thing about this dance I want to remind you guys is that I choreographed it specifically so that it fits in a smaller space. So while you guys are working on combos, there's a jazz combo I'm going to post for you guys, and it takes up like a ton of room. You guys are probably going to have to break it up into sections. But this is specifically made so that you guys can do it in your bedroom or in your living room or wherever you're practicing without, you know, kicking the TV or hitting the ceiling fan or whatever else, okay? So we just went, stepped to the front right corner and rolled up. We're gonna go hit, hit, and curve, okay? So I'm doing that contraction this time is the side of my body here that I'm curving over, okay? So I'm curving here. From there, I'm going to do a step out and do a bigger reach, okay? This is adding on to the combination. So we just went body roll up, bum, bum, huh. I'm gonna go big reach, and then come back to neutral, okay? So, come back to neutral. From here, I'm gonna do small contractions again where I'm still using my tailbone. I'm gonna pick up my foot at the same time, okay? I'm gonna go grab here. I'm doing that full contraction, okay? And then grab here, right? A lot of these moves are meant to utilize your contemporary technique rather than being like really visually cool. So this one's not like, I kind of feel like a superhero when I'm doing it, but like I'm striking some pose. But really what it's for is to help me get that contraction movement from both ends of my spine, okay? So, bump, bump, here, big reach, and neutral, here, here, okay? From here, I'm going to push out, push, push, and then contract down into myself here. Once again, making sure that I'm not hitting this position, but that I'm crawling in like I'm a little bug, okay? Kind of strange, I know. So we roll up, hit, hit, contract. Bigger reach, reach, neutral, go here, here. What I'm doing with that is I'm doing opposite arm and leg. So I'm picking up my left foot and my right arm, okay? So that feels pretty natural because I'm going across my body, okay? From there, 1, 2, 3, 4, using my head, I'm going hit, hit, contracted. From here, I'm gonna do a body circle, and then back up, okay? Let's do that much from the beginning with music. Okay, not letting my knees go in. If I do that, don't follow, okay? Here, nice big body circle. I'm initiating that from my waist, okay? So my hips don't have to get involved in that body circle, just my upper body, okay? Still make it nice and big. Ready? 5, 6, 7, and then on count 8, we're gonna do Miss Palmer's favorite move ever, which we're gonna do a knee drop, okay? So 7, 8, and 1 and 2. Okay, knee drops. If you're not in 05th or JDC, let me go over with you. But these are like my favorite thought I had passed out because I did a turn and went into a knee drop, and they all thought I passed out. Besides Mrs. Ellis' daughter, who just laughed at me. She had seen me do it before. But don't worry, I'm not passing out. I'm dropping to the ground on purpose, okay? So this is 5, 6, 7, and then on count 8, tuck this foot. I'm already pretty low to the ground. I'm gonna tuck this foot. I'm gonna make sure I don't sickle it. So if I sickle it, it's gonna be back into my ankle, okay? I'm gonna tuck it here, right underneath me, right underneath my bum, and then roll down my shin, and this foot slides out, okay? If you want to wait and try to pull out with a pillow underneath you, that's fine. If you want to try with grass, something a little bit cushier, that's totally fine. If you get low, and if you fully point your toe and let the ground trace here as you roll down, then you'll be fine. It's not that big of a difference from where you are to the ground. Okay, this isn't a big butterfly roll where we're landing on our knee from the air. It's pretty low already. Okay, so I'm tucking and sliding out. Okay, make sure you don't tuck your foot like this. Okay, that's gonna hurt you. Make sure it's nice and flat on the ground. Okay, so that's on count 8. 8 and 1 and 2. Okay, from there we're gonna reach up and over, and we're gonna slide out to the ground. Now this is the part that hopefully you can see me for. Okay, slide out to the ground here. From there, I'm going to, well, we're gonna do it with music to that point, okay? And then I'll add on for you.
Yelling at the sky, screaming at the world. Baby, why'd you go away? I'm still your girl. Holding on too tight, head up in the clouds. Heaven only knows where you are now.
Okay.
How do I love again?
Up.
How do I trust again?
5, 6, 7,
I stay
and 1 and 2.
tell myself alright, baby, you're just holding.
Okay, let's do just that fast part one more time.
How do I trust again? I stay all night, tell myself I love again. How do I trust again? I stay up all night, tell myself alright, baby,
Okay. From there, I gotta fix my hair because this is good work. And you guys know I don't like a dance with your hair down. So if your hair is down right now, tisk tisk. Lucky I can't see you. Okay. Getting another low battery warning, so I better finish up with you guys real quick. Woo! Okay. So, reaching over, sliding out. Okay? I'm gonna curl in, doing a body contraction on the floor. Okay? Curl in, and then I'm gonna pop out here to a nice plank, melt down. Okay? And that's as far as we're gonna go today. So let's do it. Once with music, before my phone dies. Maybe twice if we have time before the phone dies.
How do I trust again? I stay up all night, tell myself alright, baby, you're just hard to see this. stay.